The colorful mix-up. In the magical land of Coloria, where everything was bright and cheerful, lived three vibrant groups, the yellows, the reds, and the blues. They weren't just colors, they were lively, bouncing, singing, and dancing colors. They painted the flowers, brightened the skies, and filled the streams with their beauty. For as long as anyone could remember, the yellows, reds, and blues lived side by side, each group filling its own part of Coloria with its unique color. The yellows loved the sunny fields, the reds preferred the cherry orchards, and the blues adored the crystal-clear lake. Life was harmonious, and everyone felt proud of their unique shade. But one day, something strange happened. The great color divide it all started with a small disagreement. Yellow Daffy wanted to throw a sunshine festival, inviting everyone to dress in their brightest shades and celebrate under the glowing yellow sun. Red Rosie heard about this and thought, why not have a ruby red bash instead? Reds can throw a way better party. Then Blue Benny chimed in, saying, no way, guys. How about a blues bash by the lake? We can play mellow tunes and watch the waves. Soon, the yellows, reds, and blues began to argue over whose event was the best. Words got heated, and before long, the groups decided it would be better if they just kept to their own sections of Coloria. Yellows would stay in the fields, reds would stick to the orchards, and blues would keep to the lake. Each color felt certain their own place was the best, and that they didn't need the others at all. Living apart at first, each group was happy to have things their own way. The yellows danced through fields of sunflowers and golden grass, feeling bright and happy all day. The reds made the orchards burst with the color of cherries, apples, and strawberries, turning everything they touched a vibrant, rosy red. Meanwhile, the blues spent peaceful days at the lake, diving into the deep, calm waters. But after a while, something began to feel off. The yellows, with all their light and sunshine, realized that their world felt a little too bright. They missed the richness that other colors brought to their lives. All this yellow is making my eyes ache, said Daffy one morning, squinting at the endless golden field. Over in the red orchard, the reds started feeling a bit too fiery. Our whole world is so red. It's hot, and I can't even look at an apple without seeing more red. Rosie complained. Meanwhile, at the lake, the blues felt a bit gloomy. Our lives are so blue, I feel like a blueberry muffin, Benny sighed, feeling just a little too blue. The first brave mix one day, Daffy, Rosie, and Benny happened to meet at the border between their territories. They eyed each other warily at first, but after a moment, Daffy broke the silence. Hey, guys. I know we haven't talked in a while, but don't you miss how things used to be? Rosie nodded. I was thinking the same thing. Sure, red's great, but I kind of miss the way Coloria looked when we all shared it. Benny scratched his head. Me too. Life's a bit lonely when everything is just one color. They hesitated, but then Daffy had an idea. What if we tried mixing? Just a little? With a little courage, they decided to try. Daffy stepped into the red orchard, blending her yellow with the red trees. The result was amazing. The trees turned a brilliant orange, like a blazing sunset. Rosie, filled with excitement, ran over to the lake. As soon as her red mixed with the blue waters, they sparkled with a deep, rich purple, giving the lake an enchanting new look. And Benny, feeling bolder than ever, splashed into the yellow fields. When his blue met the yellow, the grass turned a lively green, filling the fields with fresh, vibrant color. A new Coloria, the yellows, reds, and blues soon realized that mixing brought out the best in everyone. They discovered shades they'd never seen before. Green, orange, and purple transformed Coloria into a stunning, colorful landscape. As they shared stories and laughed together, they realized how much they'd missed each other. Before long, they planned a new celebration, the Rainbow Festival. Everyone came dressed in mixed colors, from head to toe. There were green scarves, purple hats, and orange capes. The festival was the biggest, brightest event Coloria had ever seen, with each color blending and dancing together. From that day on, the yellows, reds, and blues embraced each other's colors and celebrated their differences, knowing that Coloria was most beautiful when everyone mixed and mingled together. And whenever anyone in Coloria needed a reminder of how wonderful it was to blend, they just looked up at the rainbow in the sky and remembered the day they made Coloria even more colorful than before. The end.